What would happen if there was a government shutdown? Because the Republicans might really dig in also now that they have this, this leverage.
So look, I mean, these shutdowns sort of always end up being more or less a non-events, but there is always some volatility around them, and in a few occasions there was actually real economical cost. Now, this, as you said, this time things could be slightly different because it can be used actually to sort of eliminate a bunch of like what Dodge back earlier was trying to do. This could be another way to sort of use that to some sort of political advantage or to further sort of political goals. So it could actually produce more real damage. So I wouldn't say that's going to be the only thing that's going to sort of crack the market, but sort of you're putting now increasing number of things on the market, and at the market that has valuations close to high. So that's sort of another thing that is going to be overhang over the market next 1 to 2 weeks. So again, I wouldn't base my thesis of a sell-off just on that, but when you look at all of those things on the negative side and ask yourself what's on the positive side, basically only positive thing you can say, okay, the tech multiple can re-rate high, right? But even there, you see saturation, right? These deals, like we had sort of 2 weeks ago, last week actually, we had the sort of the NVIDIA, Intel, then sort of OpenAI, Oracle, right? Then sort of OpenAI, NVIDIA, really. So these things kind of, they pop the market, interestingly, you sometimes see the market overnight creeps and then in the morning you get a news, like which kind of, I get a little suspicious, but that was sort of a propping up market in September, right? Now, what's happened sort of yesterday, day before yesterday, more of these deals are announced. Yesterday, again, sort of, open app market doesn't react anymore, right? So I think you used up a lot of these bullets, these big numbers, 500 billion, 100 billion, trillion. So that was sort of plowing against, call it negatives, concerns about economy, geopolitics. I mean, when I was coming here, there was like a headline that Europeans are going to shut down Russian planes, or nobody cares anymore, right? But you had sort of trade war, you had this economy in a weird sort of slowdown and increased risk of recession. You have so tariffs, that, geopolitics, a weakening labor, right? And AI is a counterweight to all of it, right? And that's starting to sort of, I think market is starting to less positively react to these news. And now you have a few of these things coming, some of them technical, some of them fundamental, like a government shutdown.
All right, let's talk just real quickly.